imagine as summer arrives on the Gulf Coast, you're probably heading out more often, but be aware of a health risk out there. We're talking about ticks. Dr. Megan Hermans with USA College of Medicine is joining us now to talk more about this problem. Dr. Hermans, thank you for stopping by.
Well, thank you for having me.
This is very important. We were talking about the prevalence of ticks in Alabama. What is a specific concern?
Well, we are concerned that over the past decade or so, we've certainly seen an increase in the incidence of tick-borne disease cases. So we've seen increasing numbers of human cases of tick-borne disease. So it's very important that people understand how to prevent tick bites.
So what are the signs, talking about tick bites, because they can carry a number of illnesses. I think most people are familiar with Lyme disease, but what are the symptoms? And I suppose it varies on the illness that you have.
It does. For the symptoms, there's a range of symptoms for these tick-borne diseases. Generally speaking, within a week to 3 weeks, if you have flu-like symptoms, it would be an indicator that you'd need to see your primary care provider, and certainly be aware of any tick bites that you would have had when you were exposed to ticks in nature. If you're able to do frequent tick checks, this is what we normally recommend for the public. So in addition to wearing clothing that's treated with permethrin and then using, of course, repellents that are 20% or greater with DEET, it's very important then when you're in nature that you conduct frequent tick checks, as well as when you return home, that you look over yourself and your loved ones, those that were outside with you, for any ticks, so you can remove those quickly.
And I know research in the medical field is ongoing. Can you talk a little bit about what South is doing?
Of course, yes. South, through the College of Medicine at University of South Alabama, we have several research laboratories that are studying tick-borne bacterial pathogens as well as viral pathogens. And so these ticks transmit an array of germs or pathogens that can make humans and animals sick. And so we're looking at different ways to intervene. So anti-tick vaccines, we're looking at pathogenesis and how these germs are transmitted from the tick to the animal or the human, and how we can prevent that from occurring in natural cycles, as well as just general surveillance in nature. We have a program through the university where tick-borne disease surveillance is occurring, and they're also trying to collect ticks in the field and see what types of ticks are out there so we can prevent transmission of these pathogens.
And of course, prevention is what you would rather, as opposed to having to deal with the problem after the fact.
Yes. Very important.
Well, Dr. Hermans, thank you so much for stopping by. We appreciate you and the work that you guys are doing over there at South.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate the time this afternoon.
Absolutely. And you can watch this interview with someone you know, or share it. Head to our YouTube channel. We'll have it posted there for you shortly after this newscast. And make sure that you click subscribe. That way you won't miss out when we upload a new video there.